Yo, what is up everyone? My name is Dom. We're here to talk about unusual options activity for the second time because Thinkorswim closed and now I gotta refilm the video. God. Alright, so I want to talk about Voozy real quick. I brought this one up last week, Wednesday or something. And yeah, this one had a huge move today. It was up 25%. At one point, it was up to 9.25. It closed at 8.30, so it's literally down $1 from the highs. I think it was up 40% at this point. So we took the profit. We're moving on to the next trade. You know, I'm not going to hang around in this trade for too long. I'm trying to be trading. I'm not trying to buy and hold this stuff, especially when it's up 25%. Took the profit. Moving on to the next one. All right, so let's talk about some new trades here. Facebook. So, as you can see here, we have a position in these December 24th, 272.5 calls. There's some nice volume here, barely any open interest, which is what we want to look for. Big volume, small open interest. So now remember, this is December 24th, and we have Christmas coming up. So we only have, the market is closed Friday, which is Christmas, and we have a half day on Christmas Eve, which is Thursday. So we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, half day Thursday, 4 of these calls to work out. I have pretty high confidence in these ones. I think they're going to work out. So we can take a look down here and try to find some of these trades here. So December 24th, 272.5, 272.5. All right, and we'll go to calls because there's a lot of contracts traded in Facebook, so it's pertinent that you narrow this down. Otherwise, you're never going to be able to find what you're looking for. So around 2:30. So we'll scroll down here. Remember, I'm on Mountain Time, so that's about 12:30. And if you go down to about, here we go, 12:34. Look at all this buying here. Now this is a sweep trade, so you got to go through and add it up. And sometimes it can get confusing. There's these random, red trades here, which means it was placed on the ask. But if you look at the overall picture of what's going on here, this person is clearly buying all these contracts. The bid and the ask, which is over here, changes almost instantaneously. So when you're placing a sweep order, it's hard to get filled exactly on the ask every single time. So sometimes the bid and ask will fluctuate for like a hundredth of a second, and then it looks like they placed it on the ask. But if you look at the bigger picture here, these are all green. They're the red means they're placing it on the bid. So, we want to look for these green ones. They're placing it on the ask. And like I said, the bid and ask changes instantaneously. So it may look like this person placed it on the bid here, but it's changing so fast. And when they originally put this order in, it was meant to be on the ask. So red is placed on the bid, but if you look at this overall picture, they're all pretty much green here. The majority of these are green. So through my analysis, I came up with this person was buying these contracts. And you can scroll through here. There's some at 12:34. All these ones, these are pretty sizable, sweeps too. All these, I think it's the same deal. I think these are buying, even though they're placed at the bid. It's confusing, I know. It just takes time to look at many trades and just try to understand what's going on here. So it can get confusing, people. This is not see these and just hop in. You have to analyze and see what's going on. You have to dig deeper and do some due diligence here. Now same here. I think these are all buying orders, my opinion. And then they start up green again, green again. Here comes all the green, green, green. Here's some red. Here's some green, and then at 12:36 as well. I don't know if this is the same person, but whoever's buying these is buying a lot. And I think that's the end of those. So, some of these are placed on the bid, some of these are placed on the ask. I think the majority of these are placed on the ask. So through my analysis, I thought that most of these were buying orders. So, it kind of comes down to a little bit of a science, people. It's not just see these and jump in. You have to do some due diligence here. So yeah, we are in these calls, and we will see what happens. So December 24th, 272.5. We'll take a look at Facebook's chart real quick. And nice move. And the high is 300. It's down here at 272 again. So we're in these calls. We will see what happens. Really short term, people. This is deep end of the pool, so be aware of that. The time decay on these is fast. These things lose about $40 a day. So be careful. You know, this theta here is time decay. Time decay, the value this contract is going to lose per day. So 40 cents, multiply it by 100, because every contract is 100 shares. This contract is going to lose $40 a day according to theta. So keep that in mind. All right, next one is CALA. Now this one's February 7.5 strike calls. If you can see here, the open interest, which is, you know, the contracts that are outstanding that people own, there's literally none. You know, same on the put side, there's literally none. So this thing does not trade a lot of options, and right here you have 5,500 contracts traded. Highly unusual. If you go down here and check this out, sorted by quantity, you can see right here somebody came in and bought 5,000 of these things at $175 a piece. So unusual volume, highly unusual order of a great magnitude. I like these ones. I jumped in, and we will see what happens. This is a biotechnology play. Now let's take a look at the chart. Yeah, this is like biology, therapeutics, biosciences. So these stocks kind of trade wild here. So this is another one where it's, you know, kind of risky here. But, you know, it topped out at about 8, you know, in February, came back to 8 in March. And, you know, right, it's just been, you know, getting significantly oversold. And, you know, now it seems to be making kind of a comeback here, and it's at 5. So, you know, we're looking to play this one for some upside here, and we jumped in with this huge order. So I like these calls, and we will see what happens. These ones are out in February, so we have plenty of time. But also, know when to cut your loss, because you can get trapped up on these calls that are further out, and you know, you start to, the stock starts to go down, and you start to lose a significant amount, and you just end up hanging on to it because it's like, well, it has so much time for it to work out. But it's like, for me, you know, when I lose half my principal investment, I try to cut the loss. It's really hard to, and you know, sometimes it's a good move, sometimes it's a bad move, but that's another thing where it takes experience. And you know, through trading, you will learn what works for you. I'm here to tell you guys what I do, what works for me, so hopefully you guys can learn from that. I'm not here to tell you guys what to do, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, so we have Facebook and Kala. So keep your eye on these ones, guys, and we will see what happens. We like both these companies. We jumped into both of these, and yeah, we're just going to see what happens. So make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Make sure you guys like these videos so I know to keep making videos exactly like this. Make sure to leave questions. I'll try to get back to them as soon as I can. I'm pretty active on this channel, so let's go, people. Merry Christmas.